Hey, board gamers, BJ from Board Game Gumbo here, back with another episode of Gumbo Live. Gumbo Live, the number one-ish Facebook Live talk show dedicated to board gaming. Our special guests on this Thursday night special edition, we've got Starla and Mik Fitch from Our Family Plays Games. You've seen them before on the show. They've come back for a game, but now they're here for a whole episode, so looking forward to hearing them. They've got some announcements for us tonight. It'll be fun to talk to them. Board Game Gumbo, a proud member of Punchboard Media, with a set in disarray, but don't worry, we're still going to get the show going. Punchboard Media. Hey, check out some of our other fine members, including some brand new members. We've got iHeartBoard Games. That's right. Our friends Jesse and Melissa from right down the road in Baton Rouge. They have a Twitch channel. They broadcast live games twice a week. You can even play along with them now with the COVID-19 crisis. They're actually playing games with people on VGA and other services. So check them out on Punchboard Media. Punchboard Media, where we all bring something to the table. Hit us up on social media, on Twitter, on Facebook at Board Game Gumbo, and we'll be looking for your questions in the chat crew. And look who's here. It's Mik Starla Fitch. Hey! What's up, guys?
Doing good. Yeah.
We got a big show tonight. You've got an announcement. Some people may not have met you guys. Oh, the name father's here. What's up, Steve?
Hey, guys.
So for those people who have not met you guys before, Mik and Starla, introduce yourselves. Give us the elevator pitch. What is Our Family Plays Games?
Our Family Plays Games was just something that we came up with that kind of reflected on who we were. We like to play games as a family. So we decided to start a Facebook page about 4 or 5 years ago. And then this year we launched our own video podcast. And that's who we are. It's just talking about our journey into board gaming and how we want to see other families come in and play games. And also we want to really spread more diversity into the board gaming hobby. So that's who we are. I'm Starla. This is Mik, and we are
Our Family Plays Games.
Boom! Hey, we got our friends Marshall from the Sin Law Game Group checking in. Good evening, he says. Good evening, Mik and Starla. Marshall, you got any questions for them? Hit them up because they've got an announcement. You guys have made a big move. Tell us about it.
Yes, we have. Well, we decided to kind of mess with board game, the Dice Tower a little bit. So we went to Favorite Game Fridays. So we did, they always ask for contributors for that. So we said, hey, let's just throw our little, hat in the ring and do that for a little while. Then all of a sudden, we talked to Tom Vassell and he said, hey, I like your stuff. Roy Canaday from Favorite Game Friday.
Sure, Roy.
He talked about you guys and I looked at your stuff. I liked it a lot. You guys want to do some segments on board game breakfast? We said, yeah. So,
it was great that he saw us stuff and liked it.
Now I know Roy Canaday, but who's this Tom Vassell guy?
Some strange guy that wears a hat.
He wears a hat all the time.
He's Z's co-host, right?
But we really
Z's co-host.
He wears a hat.
Yeah, but he was really glad that he wanted some someone with diversity and on the Dice Tower, because we've gotten so many comments from people saying we were just so glad to see people that look like me on the Dice Tower and just out there doing this, and from Latinos, African Americans, just everybody, just saying we're just glad to see people of color out there.
But also too, don't forget the family aspect, because we had people come in on the Dice Tower hadn't had any family game people in a while.
Exactly.
So we bring the family aspect because all we talk about are family games.
Family games.
So that's our niche. That's always been our niche, and it was just really good that he wanted to see that on the Dice Tower.
Yeah.
We've got J Bell checking in. He says, "Hey, wait, is Board Game Gumbo New Orleans or Southern based? We are definitely from the South. We are right down the road from where the Fitches used to live. They're over in Houston. They were over in Houston, and we're over in Lafayette. Although we've got people that contribute from all over the country. People from New Mexico, of course, Steve from somewhere near Montreal, I think. A little higher, a little north. Berla, of course, the board game ambassador. So we're from all over the place, but of course we're Southern Louisiana based. So we're right there on the coast. And I don't have to tell Mik about what life is like down here on the coast, right?
Yo, we love it. We love it.
Yeah, we miss our
gumbo
food.
And our food. Yes, our food.
Yes, but y'all are getting those awesome Iowa and Nebraska corn-fed beef. Come on, those steaks are just great up there.
Yeah, they are. They are great. They are great. Yeah.
So we got Dan Chesson checking in, and he's got a question for the Fitches.
Okay.
How deep are y'all into Gloomhaven?
It's me.
Oh, it's Mik. Okay.
Yeah, me. I do it solo.
It's a cooperative game. Starla's not going to play that.
She is not doing no fantasy where you got to beat up stuff. She ain't doing that. No.
So
She's
how
not
deep?
doing-
How far have y'all gotten into Gloomhaven, Mick?
I've done maybe about 30%. That's
Oh,
it.
okay. Wow.
Yeah.
I know that's a lot farther than I've gotten. I
Yeah.
did 3 or 4 scenarios, probably 2 or 3 game sessions, and then Melissa, who is Dave's wife, took my place one Friday. And Steve, you know the story of Lou Gehrig. I was
We got all
Wally
the tips.
Pip. I stepped
Yeah.
out for one session, and Melissa was like, I really enjoyed this kind of play. And you know what? When Melissa finds a good game like that, let her roll, right?
Yeah.
So and she could commit to those Friday nights. How are you guys doing? Are you doing it at home, or do you have something that you're doing online?
No, I'm just doing it by myself and
solo?
just
Okay.
playing it here and there, when I can. Just putting it up. And I'm using the Gloomhaven Helper app, so I'm kind of using that to kind of help me along. So, because I like doing it, because I even do Descent 2.0 by myself, so with the app. So,
Marcia says he's been seeing your segments on The Breakfast. Are you guys pumping up our friend Shanae LaSalle's game, New York 1901?
yes, we are.
Yes.
That was today's episode. Well
I
done.
missed it. I haven't seen it yet. I went to work this morning.
Hey, it's a great gateway game.
It is a great game.
Yeah.
And we feel so connected to it because we had a chance to meet
Yeah.
Chenier when he was in Houston. And we like Chenier. So, yeah, we love the game.
And it's not getting enough love because it's a really underrated game. It's really good.
It really is.
It's really good.
Look, Steve, how about them Cajuns? Jay Bell alum. Now, Jay, I went to LSU, but my wife is a graduate at UL. My son is a senior at UL. So go Cajuns. I pull for the Cajuns in every sport except baseball. Not baseball. Not baseball. Got to pull for the Tigers in baseball.
Yeah.
Oh, Patrick Newman's checking in. And Patrick is, you guys were living in Houston. If I remember right, Patrick is from down south of Houston, near Galveston, Corpus Christi, something like that. So, so Dan says he's gotten 2 scenarios in with 2 different groups. He may have to do it solo. I'll be honest with you. You guys saw that Frosthaven, I think, did like $200 or $300 on Kickstarter a couple of weeks ago. The Frosthaven one, I've played Gloomhaven. I enjoyed it. The look, the whole scenario, the whole theme of it, that's really enticing me. I'm kind of juiced up. I didn't back it, but I would love to play Frosthaven solo. I'd play it by myself.
Well, how you can, you get the little town, you can make your town better and
like
kind of, do different things. I like that. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely get it. I'm gonna definitely get it.
Dan's still behind times. He has not ordered his 1901 buildings. Have you guys ever done that? Gotten the little plastic buildings for it?
No, we have not gotten that. No.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know if that guy's still making them, but I'm sure you can find them out there somewhere.
Yeah, you can find them.
It's pretty cool to do that. So yeah, Patrick's from down in League City. You guys know where League City is.
We know League City.
Oh yeah, you know League City. Patrick's supposed to be coming to Sobo, but we've had to postpone it to September. Cross your fingers. I just don't know, guys, if we're going to be able to even get Sobo going this year. We're going to try. We're doing all the planning as if it is, but it's really in UL's hands. It's in the governor's hands. We're all trying to, keep this coronavirus. We're trying to keep it out of our state as much as we can, or at least keep people healthy.
Well,
the vulnerable people healthy.
Everybody, this year, 2020, the cons probably, that's gone. Just work on 2021.
For sure. Yeah, the game cons for the summer, they're all just going bye-bye. So what's going on where you guys are in Lincoln? No, Omaha?
No, we're in Omaha.
Omaha. What's going on in Omaha? I'm assuming that Omaha still is – I haven't followed what Nebraska is doing. Are you guys still under the stay at home, stay out of the
kind of sort
of the gatherings?
Kind of here and there, But all the cons, they've basically been canceled. All the little local cons we've had here. We were able to make one in February, Great Plains. But after that, they're all getting canceled. So
yeah. I got to say, seeing you guys do yours.
We did too, yeah.
Yeah, we did a nuke con.
Little nuke con, yeah. But we
January.
have one nuke con is coming in October, but hopefully it'll make it, but we just don't know.
And we have AfroCon.
And AfroCon,
That's
but we
in
don't.
October.
Yeah,
we don't know about
we don't know about that
so.
one either. Yeah.
In addition to hitting all those
So we're hoping
gateway
that
and
something will
family
come
and
entry
entry level games.
2021, we'll be ready for
That's what
that
we're hoping.
because we were going to go to Geek.
I don't think I can hear you, Steve.
Nope.
We're going to go
Well,
to
me check.
Geekway.
West,
West this year, but that got canceled too. So,
Are you guys able to hear the name Father? Can you guys hear Steve?
Can you hear me?
No, we can't hear Steve.
No.
Oh, okay.
Do y'all see him?
No.
Hey, Steve, why don't you log back out and check back in, all right? Because I could tell they weren't able to hear your question.
Done deal. No worries.
All right. All right, so checking in. Jesse says, hey, He's been watching the Our Family Plays Games, of course. That's right, Jesse. That's what they are. And tell people where can they find you guys when you're not on the Dice Tower?
Well, you can find us on our YouTube channel at Our Family Plays Games.
Yeah.
We also are on Instagram and we're on Facebook.
Yes. Our Family Plays Games. You can find us there. Hey, there goes
Hi,
Steve.
there you are.
Okay, now you guys can see it. All right. So,
I mean,
Steve, you had a question for him?
No, it was a comment more than anything else. Loving how you guys with your segments on your own channel are emphasizing the idea that people should stay at home and stay safe and enjoy their time with their families.
It's true.
So while there's a real temptation to go out and want to, get back to something that feels like normal, you're given a good, solid, community loving reminder that it's time to be home.
Yeah.
Well done.
And the one thing, this lady right here always tells us to mask up, because one time at the beginning of this stuff, I didn't want to go into the store with a mask. She said, listen, I'm not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere until you put a mask on.
Nice.
I'm like, oh, Lord. I said, I'm going to put a mask on so I can have a happy life, happy wife. So,
He was trying to be Mr. Macho.
Yeah.
I'm not going to wear a mask. I said, well, I'm going to sit in the car. And when you decide to put a mask on, I'll get out the car. So he got out the car, and I just sat there. And he came back to the car. You're not going to get out? I'm like, nope, not getting out the car until you put on a mask.
So I got a mask on forever on now. So I got a mask on.
Yeah. I got my son some themed masks, a Star Wars one and like a woodland one, and that was the only thing that they would wear because they didn't want to wear anything. Look, it's a guy thing. I think some people just don't want to wear the mask in public. But if I'm standing in line with someone and there's a 75-year-old lady trying to get paint at the Home Depot, if I have a chance of having it, and that mask can stop droplets from coming out, I realize it doesn't prevent the virus. I understand science, people, but I also understand what droplets are. And if I can prevent those droplets from escaping my mouth and maybe give her a chance, and all I'm doing is popping in and out, I'm going to wear that mask. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, to just go in and out with it on. So Marshall says it's awkward when wearing a mask, but when you're not the only one, it's not too bad. Some of the Asian countries, they've actually talked about it. Some of the reasons why the Asian countries will go 95% masks is because when everybody's wearing one, nobody feels so self-conscious, right? Yeah. So I can understand that. Hey, there's Stephanie Stratton checking in. Her and Maynard. What's up, Stephanie? Good to see you. Okay, now Patrick, I don't want to stand next to you in line if you got a Hannibal Lecter mask.
No.
You don't want to hear the sound underneath the mask being.
Right. Hello,
That's
Clarice.
not good.
Hello, Clarice. Our friend Verla's not with us tonight. She is checking in, but hopefully maybe we can get her on the show next week to help us out with our guests. So what's up, Verla? Hope everything's going. Her work is starting to kill her. So we haven't been gaming much with her or seeing much with her. So hopefully we'll get to see her soon. So that is what's going on. So you guys, so for the people that are not familiar with the breakfast show, tell them a little bit about the Dice Towers breakfast show.
Well, the Dice Tower has been around for 20 years? I think been around 20 years. So, Tom Vassell puts on Mondays, he has the Dice Tower, he has the board game breakfast, just kind of like not live, where he just has a lot of contributors and he talks a little bit about things. And then on Thursday, he has Board Game Breakfast Live, where he comes on with Z Garcia, his sidekick, and they talk about things and also they play games and things on, live. And also have contributors just talking about a whole wide range of stuff. Yeah, because we have some people that talk about the retro games guy who talk about old games.
Oh, I like that segment. Yeah.
And you have now we have the new one where the lady is cooking dinner and matching it with with a game. Yeah. So it's just a whole bunch
like
of
a board game pairing.
Yeah, like a board game pairing.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't seen that segment. I'd like to see it.
They're from All Aboard Gaming, I think. All Aboard Game. All Aboard. Yeah.
And which one of the shows are you on? You're on
either one.
We're either on Monday or Thursday.
Yeah.
You just put in the segment and then see what happens.
Yeah, and it's up to Tom to put the segment on. So
mine's usually once a month. I do the crowd surfing one with Tom and whoever else that he's been getting to do it. It's been Mike DeLisio a lot lately, or people. And mine is like yours. It's taped, but I just send it to Tom, and then he's doing the live show, and then he kind of fits all the contributors in. So
that's what it does.
I only do it when I see something that fits the crowd surfing lineup. It's got to be something reasonably priced, and it's got to be something that that kind of catches my eye and has that lanyap. You guys know what that is, that little something extra. Maybe it's some free gold coins or a cool looking meeple or a scenario, or one of them was free shipping. I'm like, what? Free shipping? I'll take that. If you can get it. That's nice to see. But it's like a Houston reunion here. We got Christian Strain. What's up, Christian? So hey, good to see you, Christian. Not going to see you at Gen Con this year, man. We'll just have to play virtually, I guess is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. BJ from Morgan Gumbo, I've got my guests here, Mik and Starla Fitch. They still do the spiel, right?
Still do the spiel. Yes, we're still there.
We're still affiliated with the spiel.
Yes.
So tell people what the spiel is. Some people haven't. I can't believe this because it's a fantastic podcast, one of my favorites out there. Some people aren't familiar with it. What do you guys do for the spiel?
Well, it's the same sort of thing, and we've been slacking a little bit because we've gone with doing so many other things, but it's a podcast, and they talk about board gaming, and we were coming on to talk about family games and diversity, which is what we do. But it's great, and what we really enjoy is doing the Christmas party every year, where we get a chance to talk with people from all around the world. I mean, England, Australia, New Zealand. We're all on this call, just talking board games and doing trivia, and that's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I really enjoy the spiel. So, BJ from Morgan Gumbo, I've got my guests Mik and Starla Fitch from Our Family Plays Games.
Did he freeze? Did he freeze again?
Can you see me?
I mean.
Yeah, we still got Steve there.
I'm sorry, Steve and BJ.
BJ from Morgan Gumbo, got my guests here, Mik and Starla Fitch from Our Family Plays Games.
We don't hear him. We don't see him. Hi, Steven. You want to talk with us a little bit?
Am I still on or not? Do you guys see me?
I can see you, BJ. Can
you guys hear me?
No, we can't hear him.
Can't hear? Either one.
Hold on one
just
second.
See Quacks. We don't see.
We see Quacks.
Okay.
What about now?
Okay.
There you go.
Can you hear me now?
And still don't see BJ.
Can you hear either one of us?
I can hear you, Steve.
You can hear me. All right, I'll keep going while BJ's talking
Steve,
about things.
you take over while I try to log back in. I'm not
here.
sure what's going on because I can hear you just fine. Okay.
Well, BJ's the one who's got control over what we show here. But since you all can hear me, let's start talking about Quacks because this was something I saw that you again. Nope, or maybe not. I had seen that you had posted some pictures of you all playing this, and it was something I think that they said, Starla, you were a little lukewarm on at the beginning, not so sure how it was going to go.
A little lukewarm in the beginning.
The first time we played it, I'm going, it's not all that great. And then, Mik won the first time, so of course that made it even less great. So, if you guys don't know it already, we're very competitive.
Very competitive.
So we try to figure out the dominance through board gaming. Who can win?
And she goes for blood. She blood. That's why she don't like no co-ops because she wants to tear you apart.
So the first time we played it, I was like, I don't like it all that much. So we played it again because I was a little upset that he won. And I'm like, okay, this game is simple enough. How is he winning?
Yep.
So we played it again. And
I
he
won again.
On a technicality.
It
was a technicality.
It's a win. It's a win.
We tied all the way through.
It's a win.
And then he got it because he was further in the pot than I was.
Right.
By 4 spaces.
It's a win, though.
He actually made it to the end of the pot. So
yeah, I did.
That me. So
and
that
she
was
couldn't
game
take
2.
that. She couldn't take that.
That was game 2. So I said, well, let's add Grant into the mix, and maybe a third person will, kind of change the outcome a little bit because it's going to.
And Grant's your son, right?
That's our son. So then we put Grant in the mix, and he beat us both.
He killed us.
First time out, he beat us both.
Is he a push your luck kind of guy? Did he really push the edge, or was he just kind of playing conservative?
He said he really liked that game. He said he really liked Quacks.
He liked it. He wants to play it again, and that's rare to get a teenager to say, "Oh, I really like this game." To like anything other than video games.
Yeah, other than video games.
So we'll play it again with him, that third person, to see if that's gonna help me win.
Because she hasn't won yet, so it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I love the game.
I have a theory. I wonder if Grant likes it because sure, there's the part that slows down whenever you're buying stuff and everything. But the rest of the time, it's play at your own pace, and you're picking out the potion, the little things from your bag. Is that maybe where Grant says this is sort of like a video game because I can play as fast or as slow as I want?
Well, we play it a little differently. So what we do is we take our turns and we actually watch everybody pull their things. We either root for them or we laugh at them. We go, you
blew up.
So we kind of watch everybody, doing it. So we don't do it at the same time, simultaneous. So, but we enjoyed it and we were able to laugh. We like to find games where we can poke fun and have fun with each other. That's innocent. I mean, we like blowing up and we like, encouraging you. Oh, you're only at 6. Why don't you go again? Knowing that we have 3 in the bag.
Right.
That's my favorite part. Look, we play all the same time except for the last person. Whoever's that last person, everybody puts everything down and we're cheering them on, trying to make them pull.
Right.
You can pull one more. What are the odds?
Yeah.
What are the
That's what
odds? Right?
we do. So.
Believe me, I do get that you're competitive because we played with Mik online, played some Keyflower online, and Mik was very clear up front that this was all about training to beat Starla.
Yes. What? Come on, man! Don't
Come
do
on, Steve.
that.
So, have you got to play it with her? Have y'all got to play it yet?
What is that?
The one that we played, Keyflower.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, we played it. She wins.
Yeah.
She wins. I'm trying to win.
So back to Quacks. I think if I remember, I saw you guys on social media were either looking for or you were getting the Herb Witches expansion. Were y'all able to find it?
The Herb Witches next week because we're gonna play a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then if we feel good about it, I'm gonna go ahead and get it because everybody seems like they like it in the house. So I got to get approval over here. So
It's true.
It's looking good. It's looking
Y'all are
good.
a team.
Yeah.
Hey, so Patrick's got a question for you. You guys play a lot of family games.
Mm-hmm.
How do you handle someone that's new to gaming, or maybe someone that's been playing a while and they just get stuck during the game? Chronic analysis paralysis, AP as we call it. What do you guys do with that? And are either one of y'all have? Do either one of y'all have AP?
Yeah,
it depends on what we're playing.
Yeah, now 5 tribes, we can get that in real quick.
Yeah.
5 tribes, we can do
we're
that.
out for blood. We don't give anybody any slack, and it's like, okay, I need a little time here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me.
Yeah. But I think to help people, I think it's just it's the game. And you help them along if they're new. And you're a veteran like we are, we kind of help them along and talk to them, not guide them along and try to be that alpha gamer and say, you need to do this. Just kind of, if you got some questions, you need some help, we're here to help you out, because we don't want them to lose that spirit of playing games because this is a great hobby. And we want to keep people in.
Do you think Quacks fits? Is it something that you can play with, family, new gamers, experienced gamers?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Y'all have had some success with that?
Yeah,
I agree with you.
Teenagers' approval, we're happy.
Yes.
I agree with you. I think it's one of those games. Look, it was a Kennerspiel, if I remember right, Steve?
Yeah.
Kennerspiel?
Yeah.
It was a Kennerspiel, which is supposed to be, the connoisseur's game, but I still think that it's open enough, inviting enough to where I can really teach it to almost anybody that plays.
Yeah.
And
well, the next game he did, Taverns of Tiefenthal, or did I say Tiefenthal?
Tiefenthal, yeah, Tiefenthal.
We even like that one. It's a lot of fun too.
I have not played it yet.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
Like that too.
We like it too.
Yeah, Philip's got one that he says, "What's up, Philip? 5 tribe." And no, there's no trophy for tonight. Sorry, it's just for funsies. You can't take a picture with us and show everybody your trophy from winning Quacks tonight. Yeah. But 5 tribes that is one of the games. I've only played it once, but wow, that's one I could see where people would struggle with the analysis paralysis. And no, Dave, twisting arms during the middle of a board game, not a good idea. Be kind and friendly and gentle to the people that are just getting into the hobby, right, Fitches?
And find that right game, like Splendor, and what I guess Century Spice Road, those type of games that just kind of to kind of welcome them in. I like
to find if I have a new person and they're worried about making the right choices, I like to find a game that has those limited choices, but still a lot of depth, right?
Yeah.
But where there's only 2 or 3 choices. Steve, you and I play a lot of games that have that.
And Quacks, I think it has a lot of choices, but they come one at a time.
Yes.
Because your choice now is, do I take another one or not? And then you stop. Yes. And then you decide, what do I want to buy or what do I want to take? Right. So there's a lot of things you're doing, but you're doing them in sequence so that you're not overloaded all at once. It really does fit for an entry level.
Yeah.
So Stephanie has a question for the Fitches. Mik Starla, have you guys played Orleans?
No, we have not.
Not yet? Okay.
That's not in the collection yet.
Wanted to see if that was one that you guys thought of it. Another bag building game.
Yes, it is.
A little bit more AP, I think, than Quacks does. We were talking about Quacks yesterday, actually, in the Gumbo, comparing and contrasting it with Ink and Gold, or Ink Can't Stop, as I call it, and also Celestia. I don't know if y'all played. Well, I know you played Ink and Gold, Mik.
Yeah,
you played it. Starla, I don't think you've played it yet, right? Okay. Celestia, have you guys played Celestia yet? No. Okay. All push your luck games like Can't Stop, all different variations. I think Quacks has the most things added to it. Yeah, Can't Stop is, you can't beat that game.
Yeah.
It seems like Quacks has the most built on top of it, It's got all these different Euro mechanics that have added it. But I don't think that's a bad thing. I like the fact that it fleshes out the push your luck mechanism.
Yeah, we like it because it makes you it makes you think, should I go far? And I know I still have a 3 cherry bomb in there, and I know I have a 2, but it makes you think and like, okay, and strategize a little bit. So we like it. And also it's really cool that they have the little different recipe books that you can change up, and there's a lot of replayability with it. So we really like that.
I like that it punishes you for failing, but it doesn't kill you for failing. Yeah. Because even when you bust, you get one of 2 things rather than both things. It still doesn't. So in that ways, it's a little bit more forgiving.
How do y'all feel about the catch-up mechanic?
We like that.
Yeah.
Now Grant didn't like the rat tails. He did not like it.
He hated it because he was ahead the whole game.
Yeah, and then sometimes we would get like 6 or 5 rat tails.
Right.
Like, that is not fair. I'm like, hey, that's the way it go.
Right.
Where it go.
BJ from Game Gumbo. I've got my guests Mik and Starla Fitch, and we're talking spicy hot games that they played recently. Our buddy Dave in the Gumbo did a review of Everdell, one of our most popular written reviews, and I can tell you, I can imagine that you guys would know the reason. What's going on with Everdell?
It's beautiful. That's one thing. And that's what Starla always loved. She said, I want beautiful games. So I'm like, okay.
Well, beautiful and cute.
And it's cute because it's got the critters.
Well, it's got the little critters, and it's got the tree, and that's really cute to play. It was nice to look at. It's visually appealing.
Yeah, and it's a nice little deck building game. You do your little tableau, and you get the little, critters, and you try to match everything up to build your little city. We like that. It's really cool.
I can't remember how long ago it was. It was either this past BGG Con or the one before that I saw it on the table, and I'd heard about the game, and I heard people talking about it, and I just stopped and looked. I was like, wow, that's a showstopper of a production. It makes you take notice whenever you see it. Now, I don't know if it needed all of that. The game itself is fun even without the tree, but there's something about seeing the tree and the beautiful little bits and everything that's just really cool.
It is.
And I really hate I didn't get in on the last Kickstarter where you get the other expansions, but we already have Pearlbrook, the one expansion you can get retail, so we're just waiting for the other 2 because I really want to play those 2.
I haven't played the others. I have played the Pearlbrook expansion. I'm probably the outlier here. I'm not so certain that I needed the Pearlbrook, but I only played it one time.
Okay.
So what are you guys' thoughts about Pearlbrook? What does it add?
We haven't played it yet.
Oh, you haven't played it? I thought you said you had played it.
We just haven't.
We haven't played it yet. Yeah. We've got quite a few games we haven't opened yet.
Okay.
Because he keeps buying more and more games, and I'm kind of one of those persons that once I learn a game and I like it, I kind of like to play it over and over. He keeps bringing in more and more stuff.
But it's a lot of stuff we need, though.
I don't know if it's need. I think it's wants.
Mick likes to sample all the fruit, and you like to squeeze all that juice out of the orange, get everything out. We've got a buddy, Zach, in our Gumbo game group, and he's one of those guys that keeps his collection really, really small. He plays a lot of games, but he keeps the collection really, really small, and he and Bailey, they will play it 10 times, 15 times, 20 times in a week. I mean, they just play it over and over. I wish I was like that because that's how it was when we first got in the hobby. My wife and I would get a game like Lost Cities, and we'd play it 20 times. I think I've told Steve this before. I think I've played New York 1901 like 21 times. We just played it so much. Now it's almost like one and done and burn and play. And speaking of Everdell, with only 1 or 2 plays, I don't feel like I know the game that well.
Yeah, right. That's true. We don't know the game well, and a lot of them, we try to go back and we look. I register every gameplay on BGG.
Wow.
And I'd go back and Starla say, when was the last time you played this? We played this game. And I'm like, oh my God, we played this like 2 years ago. And we're like, oh my God. So we're trying to play games again because we're getting into that habit of just playing one game here and there. Then we get a new game, we play that one. And unfortunately, I'm kind of like adding to the show for shame. So, but
that's not how I like to play because I really like to play a game and really get good at it. And I can't get good at it if I play it once every year. So you've got to play it over and over so you can get good at it. Mick and some other people like just play one and keep going. For me, to me when you got to learn a new game every time, it just takes away from the fun. Because I like it when I can put that box on the table. I know what I need to do. I can build a strategy.
And beat us all the time. Yeah, that's what she does.
Verla says, Starla, I like your style. Hey, Jay's got a question for you off the topic of Everdell. What are the two of you your current go-to game if you're going to do to start off a game night? Okay, so that's a great question. What's your go-to game to start off the game night? Let's say we're back out of the COVID-19 crisis and you got a game day and there's a bunch of new people that you want to bring out. What's that game that you would bring out for them?
Okay, well, it depends on the audience.
It depends on the audience, yes.
So we tailor our game selection based on the audience.
Mm-hmm.
When we're dealing with a diverse audience or people of color, like we've done a couple of cons with churches and stuff, our go-to games are Splendor. And then we found out that Codenames was a big hit.
Yeah, Codenames.
We did it at a church picnic, and it was a big hit. Now, if we're just dealing with just regular gamers who are just new to the hobby, a bunch of diversity, then we probably go with Ticket to Ride.
Ticket to Ride.
That's always a winner.
Yeah.
But
I agree. That's two good choices. Splendor, Ticket to Ride, two good choices. All right, Mik and Starla. Dan's got a question for you. Have you placed a cap? Everybody has a limit, or almost everybody has a limit. Do y'all have a number in mind where, okay, it's time to start thinking about culling the old collection?
Do we have a number?
Dan, I can't. I don't, Dan. I don't.
Dan's putting you on the spot.
I'm trying.
I had a number, and he exceeded that number.
I'm trying.
We were supposed to stop at 200.
No, we were supposed to stop at 150. We blew that out the water.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
I've got some. I talked about Zach, but my buddy Oscar Valera, he was talking about this yesterday on social media. He's got a hard cap, and here's why. He does like playing new games.
Yes,
he likes playing them light.
Yeah.
And when he gets a game in, he'll play it 4, 5, 6, or 8 times,
Yeah.
and then trade it away and bring in new games. So he's keeping the collection low, but he's cycling through tons and tons of new games, using the money when he's selling them to get the new games. So he's on to something there.
Yeah,
what good is having a game that's just sitting on your shelf for years, right?
But I think he has like a game shop that really does that sells things and he can kind of recycle and stuff. And I wish I had a game shop like that. Even though we like our game store, the game shop, we love you. But if I had something like that, I would cycle through some games here and there. But I really do like all the games that I have. I love them. They're like my babies, and I want to keep them. So
we're collectors because even though the ones we have on the wall back here, those are all the new ones, we still have our childhood games.
Yeah.
And before this, and I'm going to tell this secret, before we got into modern board games, I was a Monopoly collector.
Oh, Lord.
Really?
I've collected about 27 or 28 different versions of Monopoly. I've got an inflatable Monopoly. I've got
Starla, what's the one? What's that one that you'll never, ever give away? What's that Monopoly game?
I would probably give away all of them now.
But you like that Disney one with the princesses.
We've got that one too.
Yeah.
But I stopped collecting Monopolies. But I've got so many versions. I've got a Seattleopoly and different versions of Monopoly. But yeah, we had to stop that. We have all of our childhood games. We've got Sorry, and so if you add
Stop
those,
Thief, we still have the original version of Stop Thief.
If you add those to our collection, then that pushes us well over 300. But we don't add those numbers. Those are not the numbers we add. We're only counting the new stuff.
Yeah,
the
we only have new stuff.
Well, there's our friend Jambalaya, and getting back to Everdell, he's got a great idea. He says, it's sad that I've only got to play it once or twice. It's a treat, and he gave that game an entire weekend. That's the way to do it. Get that.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Play it 4, 5, 6, 7 times in one weekend and just squeeze all the juice out of it.
That's what I want to do with
Maracaibo.
That's what I want to do. Just play that one because I've heard so much. And, Alexander Pfister, we really like his games. Oh My Goods, we've worn that out. I mean, we love Oh My Goods. And then we have Expedition to New Dale. We're playing that. And we love Isle of Skye. We just love it. So we just had to go and just get, Mark Carbo and got to play that one.
Play through them all. Yep. Tonight, Verla, is Gumbo Confessions. Aren't you glad, Verla, you're not on here? Because you'd have to give up something.
she played it wise.
That was brave, Starla. Yes, Verla, that was brave.
Yeah,
that was brave.
All right. So Chris Train said he's tried the other expansions and he's enjoyed them a lot. What's your plan? When are you guys getting Pearlbrook to the table?
Soon. Very soon. Yeah, definitely. Probably this weekend. Yeah, probably this weekend.
My problem, and I'm wondering if we played it right. And hopefully the chat crew can help us out if they've played the Pearlbrook expansion, is that the opportunity to use the pearls just wasn't there. I felt like it was very hard to get them, And when you got them, you wanted to spin them on the 1 or 2 cards that you were able to get. And that was kind of it. So I was excited by the look of the pearls and the way it seemed to add a bunch of spaces to the board. And then it turns out we didn't really use it that much. So I'm anxious to hear. I love watching you guys on social media. I'm anxious to hear what you guys have to say. You know, Steve, we may have just played it wrong.
I haven't played Everdell actually.
Board Game Geek immediately, and I bought all the promos and upgrades for Everdell that they had. So we got the new pearls and stuff. So I definitely gonna get it to the table. Because I wanted everything. I said I want everything.
Dan says Port Royale still one of his Fister faves. That's the one
Agreed
you like,
on
right?
That one. I love that one.
Yeah.
Us?
No, that's one that Steve loves to play.
It's a great little push your luck game.
He loves to beat the pants off of me. So BJ from Game Gumbo, I've got my guests here, Mik and Starla Fitch. We're talking spicy hot games. And the last game I want to talk to you guys about is Marvel Champions. Have you guys got a chance to play this yet?
Me.
Oh, Starla, not you. Oh, it's cooperative. No, it's
cooperative. Yes. Yeah. But, you know, I play it solo, and I'm just building up my collection. I love Captain America and Captain Marvel. They just kick butt. And with Captain America can get his shield, you know, immediately. That's cool. I love Captain America.
Are you playing it solo, Mik?
Yeah, I'm playing it solo.
Okay.
Yeah, and
what do you think of it solo?
I love it. Love it. It's fun. I think it's a lot of fun because I have the Green Goblin pack. I have Thor. I got Captain America, and so I'm just kind of building up stuff, trying to get everything. I can't wait for the new expansion, the Rise of Hydra. I think it's the Rise of Red Skull. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that.
So I've got to play it twice, and I really enjoyed it. My problem with it, and this is not a problem with the game. This is a problem with me, is that when I play with the Gumbo guys, I've only played it once or twice. They played it dozens and dozens and 40 or 50 times, lots of solo, 2 players. They play on supersonic speed. They know all the cards. They know the mechanics. They know what's coming up. And I'm still trying to read my deck and try to figure out the combos. So I tend to just play Spider-Man on one of the easy. I forgot which one it is. It's not Justice. It's another one that.
Rhino.
No, I'm talking about the different decks that you play with them.
Okay.
I forget the name of it, but it's basically like healing up everybody. And I play it as kind of slow, and it's just rough there, man. Whenever you don't know the game as well as everybody else, I think maybe it'd be more fun for me to play it solo. You know,
play it solo, definitely play it solo because you can go at your own pace.
I'll give it to Fantasy Flight though. It's super thematic. I really felt like I was Spider-Man. All the cards have these cool powers, and they act like what Spider-Man would do. Right?
Yes, they do. Cause just like like I said earlier, Captain America, you get his shield, and you're like, and you can bounce it off people and bounce it off enemies. I'm like, and Captain Marvel, she just waylays folk, and I just really like it. Now, Spider-Man, I lost a few playing with him, and I'm like, Spider-Man, he's kind of weak for me, so I don't know. But
I don't know if he's the strongest, Mik, but Spider-Man Protection, which is what Dave just reminded me of, Spider-Man Protection is great in a group. He's really helpful with the other ones. Watching Iron Man just build up, or watching the Black Panther get all this cool tech and just blow things out of the water with all the points, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I really do like it solo. So I'm just gonna keep on buying stuff, and I think I'm waiting for Doctor Strange pack to come out, the Hulk, and also hopefully I think they're gonna redo the Black Widow because I want that pack also.
Starla, are you a comic book person at all?
I love
okay, so you like the thing. Have you ever thought about playing it solo?
I don't solo.
You're not a solo person. Okay.
I don't solos. Now, I love Marvel movies. All the ones we've seen them all. We've gone with big groups to see them. Love the movies. Not going to play solo. If I want to play by myself, I go online and I'll play either Spades or Texas Hold'em with the group, playing with people live online.
Sure.
Yeah, she don't do solo. That's me. That's me. I'm a solo.
So the funny thing is, my wife loves games. But if she's by herself on a Thursday night, if I have something to do, a meeting or something like that, she's going to play something on her phone, one of these word games or one of these games. She is not going to pull out a board game and go, oh, let me try to learn this game solo.
That's
the guy thing.
That's me.
I don't get it.
I played Viticulture and Scythe a million times solo. Empires of the North, all the Portal games, I play them all solo. I love diving in and trying all the different strategies. And she's like, nope, I just want to pull up my phone and I just want to play my word game.
And see, that's why I bought Spirit Island, because everybody talks about that game so much. And I said, hey, let me go ahead and just break down and get that. And I got it. The one reason I got it is because I can play it solo. So that's why it's going to be probably played solo, because it's cooperative, and she ain't going to play it. So
Mick, what's your favorite part of Champions? Jay wants you to sell it to him. What's your favorite part of Marvel Champions?
The theme. You know, you are that hero going against a real villain, and it's all theme. It's like a movie, and you know, you tell the story. Even when you get defeated, you're telling a story, and that's what I love about it. It's a movie.
I like it. I'm just going to add one little twist to it. It's the fact that whenever you defeat the villain, Steve, you flip it over and he becomes a little tougher. It's almost like those comic book movies where you know, you might lose a fight and then you beat the villain, but he escapes.
He comes back,
and you're looking at your watch and you're going, okay, there's 45 minutes left in the movie. He's coming back, right? And he comes, and that's what he does. He comes back stronger with more of these minions, and you got to throw all this stuff at him. So it feels very cinematic whenever you play the game. So
does it feel like it's
each one of the heroes have their nemesis right there, and sometimes the nemesis comes in and fights you too. So that's really cool.
Compared to other games like Sentinels of the Multiverse, which I thought was a good comic booky game, but too fiddly and all over the place, or compared to Legendary that felt really like it was kind of on rails and it didn't really engage me. Is this kind of contained as if it was like watching one of those Marvel movies, or do you feel like you have to be managing every little bit of the game all throughout?
What do you think, Mick? Did you hear that?
No, we didn't hear that.
Okay. Didn't hear me at all.
So what he was saying is that, is it like a Legendary where it's more on the rails, or is it fiddly like Sentinels of the Multiverse, or do you guys feel like it's got its own place?
It has its own place.
Okay.
You know, it's not like either one of those, because I played both of those, and I have more fun with Champions than either one of those. I know a lot of people love Legendary. They swear by it, but you know, Champions is my game. I love it. And I really don't like living card games, because I don't want to be, you know, that's a money, you know, a money hole. You know, just throw the money down there and just get all this stuff. But I really do enjoy it. I do enjoy it, and I think I'm gonna stay with it.
All right, so Dan's got a question for you guys. Have you tried Race for the Galaxy or Jump Drive yet?
We've done
Race. We've done Race for the Galaxy. We didn't like it with all the, you know, different symbology on it. So we got Roll for the Galaxy, and we love that better. Yeah, we love Roll for the Galaxy.
Roll for the Galaxy is noisy, though. Those cups are noisy.
It's noisy. Yeah, it's noisy.
You know, you guys know my buddy Jason Dinger, the one that designed Captains of the Gulf. Have you ever seen him on social media at all? Okay.
Yeah.
He'll tell you that the reason he has these cool wooden octagon dice trays that you roll the dice in, and the reason, if I remember right, if I have the story right, the reason he did those is because Roll for the Galaxy gave him a headache one night. He's like, I can't take this. I need something soft and quiet.
Like Roll. Yeah,
Steve, you're going to be cycling back through? Because I don't think – can you guys hear Steve now or not? Yeah.
No.
Still not hearing me? Jump out again?
Yeah, we might want to
all
reload.
right.
So
we'll do.
While we're doing that, Dave says, Starla, you need to play the crew.
Well, you know, if it's like, you know, like Spades or something like that, and then maybe the chat crew can tell us if it's like Spade or something, she'll play that. Yeah. But if it's straight co-op, it ain't going to make it here.
You said it was trick-taking. Yeah. Spades is trick-taking.
Yeah.
You don't really talk to your partner during the game. You make a bid in the beginning, and then you have to play your hand. If it's something similar to that, I'll make like
If you've ever played Hearts or Spades, that's what it's going to be like. It's plus, if you're playing with somebody in your group that hasn't played trick-taking before, I'm not saying it's a game that you want to start out with. But if you want to play the crew and they haven't, the first game is going to teach them. The first 4, 5, 6, 7 games are going to teach them the elements of trick-taking. So each one kind of adds one more little strategy to how you win trick-taking. I feel like after playing as much as I've had that I would be better at playing Hearts than I used to be. I'm probably not, but I feel like I'd be better.
Yeah, we'll probably have to try it if it's anything like that, and that'll be another game we can introduce.
That's another game.
We do, you know, when we do diversity.
Yeah.
Because I know most people we know play cards, we play spades and dominoes. So we have to find things that will resonate, and that may be one of them.
Yeah.
Trick taking. Yep. Can you guys see Steve and hear Steve now?
Yeah, we can see him.
Okay. BJ from Game Gumbo. I've got my
I don't think they can hear me still.
No, they can hear you.
We can hear you.
Oh, you hear me? Okay, good.
BJ from Game Gumbo. I've got my guests here, Mik and Starla Fitch, and Steve and I are talking to them about all the spicy games they play, but it's a board game show. And you know what that means, Fitches?
Yeah.
We got to play a game, right?
Play a game.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so this time Steve's going to give the rules because Steve's got a little twist on it tonight. Chat crew, you're going to be really involved. We're going to be playing the ENVIE game, but Steve, tell them about the twist.
All right. Well, with two guests of the ENVIE game, instead of them picking one where they have to be together on it, we thought maybe we would have them each pick one of their own. Okay, given that it's a competitive Our Family Plays game, each of them would have their own ideal game. That if they said I had my own choice of who to play with right now, the one I'd pick as that ideal game, the one that you have the hankering or the
I'm going to use some New York
Jonesing to
lingo.
play.
It's that hankering, that
Yep.
New York lingo.
Yep. So each of them is going to pick one. They haven't told us what it is. BJ and I are going to compete, but I guess we have to kind of decide who's getting custody of which Fitch here tonight, because two of us.
No, you're
are
going to
be.
have to decide, Steve. You're going to
Oh,
say.
I got to decide.
No, you're going to say I want to ask Mick or I want to ask
All right.
Starla.
Okay.
So when it's your turn,
Well,
you'll
I'm
pick.
Oh, geez, you have to. But I think we were going to try and say that one of us was only going to try to guess the one person's game, right?
I might not have understood that. So I thought we were.
Oh, here's
when you ask
was
the question,
thinking was,
it has to be to one person.
Oh,
That's
okay.
how I
Well,
understood it.
All right, we could do it that way. What I was thinking we might be able to do is if each of us had one, say I take Starla and you team up with Mick, I'll be asking questions that both Starla and Mick have to answer about their game. But I'm listening to try and get Starla's. You're trying to get Mick's. It's a race between you and me to figure out which Fitch game we can our partner can get us. And if the chat gets either one of them, they beat us.
All right, chat crew, are you guys ready? We're going to play. You guys understand the ENVIE game?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got
Mick
it.
and Starla? Okay,
Cool.
good. So, Steve,
right.
I'll be gracious and let you ask the first question.
All right. Well, my question then for both of you, if I'm going to try and figure out Starla's game, my question would normally be, is it competitive or cooperative? But I think I know the answer to that one. Is it a filler kind of gateway game, something you can play in 30 minutes to 45 minutes?
Yes.
Yes to a filler. And how about yours, Mick? Is it a filler?
No.
Ooh, okay.
All right, chat crew. So we know that Starla's is a filler, but Mick's is not a filler. So we're asking a question, but it goes to both of them, right, Steve?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So my question, as always, and I know Starla's answer: competitive or cooperative?
Definitely competitive.
Competitive, of course. But Mick, I'm going to guess maybe it's cooperative. No?
Kind of, sort of. Yes, cooperative. Yeah.
Oh, I get a hint. I think that's a hint, Steve.
Oh, that is an advantage.
It's sort of a cooperative game. Sort of a cooperative game. Marshall wants to know, Fitches, does it have dice?
No. Neither one of them does.
No for either.
Wow. Neither one. Oh, Mick, I thought
Okay.
you would have dice for sure.
Nope.
No dice. All right,
So-
chat crew, you're in on this. You're trying to beat me and Steve. To recap, Steve, we got no dice. Starla is competitive. Mick is
Cooperative.
Yeah, cooperative-ish. And Starla's is a filler.
And Mick's is not.
All right, Steve, you're up.
Would you say both of these games, either of these games in like the last 4 or 5 years came out?
Yes.
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 Both newish.
Yeah, both new.
So I don't think Chris Strain is right. Mick, he thinks it was Dead of Winter, but it doesn't look like Dead of
No.
Winter, right? No, it's not
Nope.
Dead of Winter.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, Chris Strain says, "Oh, never mind. All right, so both of them. I'm gonna ask both of you: is it board based or card based? If you had to say one, is it board or card based?
Mine is card.
Card.
Both cards.
Of them are
No,
cards.
not yours. Mine is card.
No, it's not. Is it? It's
Yeah.
got. There's a board.
There is a board. Okay, that's a good enough hint. Okay, so chat
Okay.
crew, we know that Starless has a board, but Mix is predominantly cards. It's
Mine
a
is card.
based game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cards too.
Chat crew, any questions out there? If not, Steve, you're up.
Have either of these games won a big award?
No.
Nope.
No award.
Not an award winner. That was a good question, Steve. And you asked if it came out in the last 5 years, right?
Yeah,
and they
both of them said new.
Yes, it's a newer game. How about this? Does it have any miniatures? Minis?
No. Neither one.
Ooh,
No
ooh.
meeples. No minis. No.
No meeples or minis. Wow.
Meeples or minis.
All right. So to recap there, chat crew, we got a competitive game for Starla that's kind of a filler. It does have a board.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what we got there? Oh, Marshall's got a good question. Do you guys feel like it's a thematic game? Really strong theme leaking out?
Mine
Yes,
is.
mine too.
Mine is.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
very much.
Mine's very strong.
Mm-hmm. Do either one of these come from a particular IP, like
An IP
some
base.
kind of?
No.
Nope.
Neither one.
Verla wants to know if it plays more than 4 players.
Mine does. Yes.
Mine does also.
What?
Yep.
Wow.
They are good at this, Steve. They're throwing me off here. So it's a high count game. Based high count game. Something they really want to play. It's not the crew. Oh man.
I give him a hint.
No hints. No hints.
Is there any money in the game? Do you
Mine,
need
yes.
money?
Yes, you
No,
need money.
no money in mine.
Money for me.
Mick says no money. Now, who am I guessing for, Steve? Am I trying to get Mick?
You're trying to get Mick, and I'm trying to get Starla, but we can throw it open if you want to. I'm fine with either.
No, I'm focusing on Mick, so
All right.
I'm trying to do that. Yeah, Jay said this is really tough. Yeah, Jay, this is a tough one. They bring in the heat tonight.
Would you say that
we're lucky it's not the McDonald's Happy Meal game?
Yeah, no, please, not.
Is there a traitor in the game?
No.
Marshall wants to know.
No.
Neither one says a traitor.
No.
No hidden identity, no traitor.
Identities,
no hidden
So we're not talking about the coups of the world or anything like that.
No.
Is it a party game?
No.
Neither one. I was thinking more about Starla's, but
No.
definitely not party.
Wow, Steve, a high player count, cards and board,
That is not a party game.
but it's not a party game.
Mm-mm.
So
I'll
you
give
throw
you a
in
hint. I'll give you a hint.
You told me no hint.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
No
Go
hint.
ahead.
Steve, they are competitive, man. They are really competitive.
I don't know who wins actually. If one of us guesses it, does that mean the other one wins?
No, I think
don't
Mick
know.
wins.
Are they trying to hide it?
Yeah, no, Mick wins if I guess it. Steve,
Oh man. Oh, no pressure.
let's see.
It
Let's see.
is.
Would you say that either one of these is by a big time designer we'd recognize by name as having made a lot of things?
No, not mine.
Well, wait. Maybe. Yes.
Steve,
yes.
Not
good
mine.
question. Recognizable designer. So like top of the name type of a designer.
Well, there is a variant that's made by a designer to mine. A name you'll know. There's a
A
variant.
variant.
A variant that's made by a designer you'll know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a strong hint. Okay.
It
So
should be if I was smart.
Jay wants to know if there are any private objectives, secret objectives that no one else knows about.
No, not
No.
for mine.
Dave wants to know if there's any bluffing involved. Any bluffing at all.
No.
No.
So Starla's interesting. They do have a variant
You want to
with.
give a hint?
Well, my hint is mine is very mean. You will lose a lot.
Patrick wants to know if it's a Kickstarter project. Either one of you know if they were Kickstarter projects?
I
No.
don't think so.
No.
Are they still in print? Can I order a new copy, not a used copy? Can I get a new copy right now?
Yes, you can get a new copy.
And Stephen, I have a hint for you.
Please.
Mine is cute.
Yeah. Don't you love cute?
I was taking that as given.
It's cute.
It's a cute game.
It's a cute
Okay.
game.
Oh,
I think I have a guess for Mix.
Oh, you do? Hey, go ahead if you got
Is it Spirit Island?
No.
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 The mean and co-op and not a filler had me thinking.
Yeah, that's a good one. Let's see. Mick, is yours Marshall wants to know if it's a fantasy theme. Either one of y'all have a fantasy theme in it?
Well, no. Let me take that back. Kind of.
Kinda.
It has a.
No.
It's from an. It's a legend. It's a legend.
Ooh, that's interesting. And Starla's yours is not.
Oh,
All right. So
cute.
all right. So to recap, they do not have miniatures, not even meeples. Starla's is card based. No, Starla's is board based.
It's board.
Mix is card based. Starla's is a filler. Mix is not a filler. They both agree that both games came out in the last 5 years. Neither one of them really requires money, right?
Mine requires money.
Oh, yours has money in it.
And
Okay.
I don't know if it's a filler. I mean, it's less than 45 minutes, but you put enough people out there, it could go longer.
Yeah.
It could go
Same
longer.
as mine. I don't consider mine a filler because
it's not really a filler.
you gotta really work at it, and it's hard.
Yeah, and if you did
It's hard.
the capacity of the game, it would take longer than.
Yeah, it's not legendary. Yeah, let's see. Evolution. No, Evolution is not a legend. That's a fact. Boy, I'm telling you, Steve, I'm
struggling for the next question.
I am stumped here. Still in print. They both say it's still in print. Oh, Mick, is either one of yours more toward Mick, of course? Is it a campaign-based game?
Campaign?
No, no.
Not a campaign? Okay.
You have an objective that you have to get to.
Yeah, I was thinking Thunderstone or something like that, but it doesn't sound like it. No, not a campaign type of game.
You when you say there's money, is it an auction?
Well, is it auction or kind of? Yeah.
Kinda, sorta,
yeah, I think it's auction.
Sorta,
yeah, there is. Yeah.
Patrick wants to know if there's tile laying in either one of your games.
Yours, yes.
Yes, tiles for sure. Well, yeah, they're tiles.
Yeah. Okay. So is yours raw?
Nope.
Is yours Isle of Skye? No, not Isle of Skye. No dice in that one. No. Adam wants to know if yours Aeon's In. Ooh, that's a good choice. Oh, that's a good choice. Kind of fantasy-ish, cooperative, very complicated. Good guess, Adam. Very, very good guess. By the way, Adam, I have your bag of spiders. Don't forget. You won bag of spiders fair and square, and it's still in my truck next time I see you. All right. By the way, bag of spiders, the greatest game I've ever played with plastic spiders at BGG Con.
Bag of spiders.
Yeah, that's
You've now added at BGG Con to make it even more narrow?
At BGG Con. No, it's definite. At BGG Con. The greatest game I played with plastic spiders at BGG Con. Yeah, Berta, that was mine too. Starla. Oh, that's a good choice. Is it Lanterns?
No.
There's
I
money in
love
Lanterns.
He loves lanterns.
But see, lanterns to me is pretty. It's not cute. This game is cute.
It's cute.
And when I say cute, it's cartoony cute. It's so cute.
It's cute.
So Patrick wants to know, can you buy expansions for either one of the games?
For mine, you can get
that's such a good question, Steve.
No.
For mine, you can get it.
Oh, yeah, there's an expansion for this one. You got it.
Yeah, I got it. Well,
it's
promo.
Oh, it's a promo.
You can get a ton of promos for mine on BGG, and also there's an expansion.
Yeah.
And for yours, Starla?
Promos, not an expansion,
Just
but
promos.
Yeah.
Wow, look at my face, Steve. I am seriously stumped.
There's an expansion for hers, but you can't really get it anymore.
And you know what's frustrating is their clues are really good. They're giving us really good clues here.
There's an expansion and you can't get it anymore, but it's 4 or 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So
that is really messing me up.
Slick promo type things.
Because I tried to get it because she wanted it, and I tried to get it.
Yeah.
All right. So usually at this stage of the game, Steve, the way for us to win, is to kind of recap and just think of what that game is. So, so you go first, recap it, and let's see if we can figure it out, and then we'll do mix.
Starla's is a fillerish game, competitive, no dice, new in the last 4 or 5 years, board based more than cards, not an award winner, no minis, says there's theme but not an IP, plays more than 4, uses money, has no trader, not a party game.
Nope.
Yes, too big designer, because maybe that's the one where there was a person who did a variant on it that we would recognize.
Oh, yeah. You recognize him.
No bluffing.
Is the designer that did the variant, is it Uwe Rosenberg?
No.
Okay, so it wasn't Uwe. That would have been
not a campaign, not fantasy, but yes, auction and cartoony.
The designer that did the variant.
Is the designer that did the variant American or European?
European.
European.
Yes.
Who would have done a...
And we love him.
Yes.
We love him.
We have his games.
We have many of his games.
Is it Stefan Feld that did the variant? No?
We only have one Felt game.
What Feld game is it? I just need to know now.
It's a Carpe Diem.
Carpe Diem.
Yeah.
The variant, was it made by Alexander Pfister?
No.
Man, who could it? Wolfgang Warsch?
No.
Who could it be?
And we have several of his games.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
love
when
them.
you find out who it is, you're gonna be like,
Yeah.
why didn't I say that?
Is
Yeah,
it
so
is it Reiner Knizia?
Nope.
No, we have his
No?
games too, but no.
Yep.
Wow. Was the designer Freedom and Freeze that did the
Nope.
variant? No.
No.
Patrick wants to know if yours is Suro or Suro of the Seas.
No.
No.
No, neither one of those. Wow, they've even stumped the chat crew here. Usually the chat crew is on it. Steve, you got anything here?
I'm struggling for the
We-
next
we may
question.
have to
I feel like
give-
I need to lock in on cartoons.
Would you like another
She want
hint?
to give you another hint.
Yes, apparently we need.
I'll give you the hint, and this one's gonna help you. Think pink.
That ain't gonna help.
Think pink.
Okay, so it's a tile laying game about asbestos-filled insulation. No.
Yeah, about the
Is it a Bruno
variant-
Faduti? Bruno Faduti? No. Or Bruno Catala? No.
You got him.
Bruno Cathala.
Bruno
All right,
Catala.
so Bruno Catala.
He made the variant.
He made the 2-player variant.
Wait, is it Seven Wonders Duel?
Nope.
That's not
We
pink.
love that though.
And it's
No.
Oh, it's not
And
pink.
not,
though.
and not cute and cartoony.
Nope, that's
Nope.
not pink.
King Domino has some pink in it. It's got a pink, but it's got meeples, so it can't be that one.
Yeah.
Oh man, wow, that's a great hint. All
Should
right,
be.
chat crew, this is your chance to steal from Steve. Bruno Catala did the variant for this game.
Yes,
Oh,
he did.
I feel like we're gonna slap ourselves when we
I
hear
think
this.
so.
Steve.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe we need to get the theme on it too, because we really haven't done anything but rule out fantasy.
Okay.
Is it kind of like a farming kind of game?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. And it's not okay. Think pink.
Think pink. Think farming.
Think
Mick,
pink.
while we're thinking about that, Marshall wants to know if there's any battling in the game, in your
No.
game. No.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, there is. Okay.
Survive. Yes, you gotta survive.
All right, so that's it. Think Pink. Bruno Catalan did the variant for it. It's got tile laying in
I
it.
think she's hinting at when she's saying farming in pink, we're talking pig.
Got pigs in it. Agricola? No, he never.
No, but that would have been Rosenberg.
Yeah.
They're getting close.
Getting
Got
close.
pigs in it.
I want you to win. Steve.
Pigs in it.
I know you-
Yeah.
I'm going to disappoint you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting there.
I had to get this
What
game
can
for
I
her.
say?
I had to get it.
Yes.
I had to get it.
Because I fell in love with it.
Yes.
Harvest Dice has dice in it. She said.
Yeah, but
there's
it already has the pig. Yeah. And I don't know. There's a variant on that.
pigs with a variant. It's a farming game, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she says more than 4 too.
Yep.
And money.
Mm-hmm.
A big farming game. So it's not Fields of Green.
No.
Yeah. So pink. Wow, man! I'm telling you. Yeah, Chris wants to know. He's asking straight out: is there a pig in the game?
Yes.
Yes.
There is a pig in the
There is
game.
a
Come on,
pig.
Christian, help us out. There's a pig in this game.
Yes.
What
Plenty of
farming
pigs.
game has a pig in it? Wow, man. God, I'm stuck. Steve, you
Maybe work on,
you want to call it?
work on mix a little bit.
Yeah, let's go back to mix. So while
For Mick, you got not a filler, cooperative, no dice, new, card game, not an award winner, no minis, yes to theme, no IP, more than 4 players. There's not money, not a trader, not a party game, not a big designer, no for private objectives, I think.
right,
Yeah.
No bluffing, but mean, he
some
said,
battling in it.
and kind of a legend.
Yeah. Christian Strain says Starla, is it Caverna? But I don't think so.
No.
Nope.
No, that'd be Rosenberg too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that would be Rosemary. So Mick, when you play this game, how long does it take you to play it?
Ooh. Probably about 30 to 40 minutes because I lose all the time.
No, when you're playing Starla's game or when you're playing your game?
My game.
Your choice.
Yeah.
And it's only 30 or 40 minutes when you play. Wow. Okay.
And I play.
Maybe we should-
Can you solo?
I play a lot of it solo.
Yeah, he plays it solo.
Yes.
Maybe we need to get this legend. What is the legend?
You want the legend?
No. I think you said it was not an IP, but it kind of had a legend
It has a
feel to
legend.
it.
Yes. The objective is the legend.
Is it like fairy tale based, like legendary?
Oh no.
No.
It's not Pandemic. No. Yeah, because that's 4 players.
Or Max, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking Legends of Andor, but that only plays 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not Legends of Andor. Let's see. So is yours an American designer?
Yes, he is.
And is yours and there's no dice in it. And you lose a lot.
You lose a lot.
Lose right away, 30 or 40 minutes sometimes.
Co-op.
Wow, man.
We should co-op Legend. Oh, but that doesn't go more than 5.
It's kind of co-op, but you can be competitive. So it has variables that you can do it. You can.
Marshall says Robinson Crusoe?
No.
No. And he loses within 30 or 40 minutes.
Small box game.
Small box game.
Starla wants to, Verla wants to know, Starla, are there any other animals besides pigs? Or is pigs the only animal?
Pigs are the only animal.
Oh my God, Jack Crew, we are just messing this up. Wow. Pigs are the only. It's something so obvious, Steve.
Yeah.
Killed.
Chris is asking if it's an Asian-themed legend on Pix.
Asian-themed legend? No.
So it's not ghost stories then? No.
That's what I was thinking, but I think that only goes 4 without the expansion.
Yeah, that's 4. Can you play 5? I've never played at 5, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think you have to have
it's
an
not
expansion.
ghost stories then. No.
That was the one I was thinking it might have been.
Yeah.
Mine is 5. 1 to 5.
It'll play to 5. Okay. 1 to 5. And it's got legend in it. Boy, I am stumped. All right, I'm gonna call it, Mick. You've got me on this one. Give it to us. What's the game? I'm gonna say you won on this one.
The Lost Expedition.
Oh, Osprey Games. The Lost. Oh, that is a tough one. I've been told. I haven't played it, but that is a tough one. And that's a great clue. The legend should have gotten us. That's the legend of that Lost.
And it's not an IP, but it kind of feels like the 1010 books.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Great choice. Yeah, you had some great hints that we should have gotten now, and I let you down. Sorry about that, man. All right,
I let you down as badly, Starla. I feel like we're going to just smack ourselves in the head when we see what yours is.
Come on.
Happy Pigs. Is it Happy Pigs? Is it
Happy Pigs?
Oh my God! Dang, that's I just totally relaxed. I was like, pigs, happy pigs. Oh my God, it's Happy Pigs. Woohoo! Wait, what did Bruno do for Happy Pigs?
That throws me.
He did a 2-player variant.
2-player variant.
I
never knew that.
Boy, he stole victory from the jaws of defeat.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did.
Happy Pigs.
Play.
Oh, and that is great. I knew that once we got it, it would be totally obvious because there's pink pigs all over that thing.
Yeah,
what threw me off, Starla, and it's not your fault, is that I didn't realize about the 2-player Bruno Cathala.
I didn't know that either.
So,
yeah.
Man, you guys gave some great clues, and I'm sorry it took us so long to figure this out. That was a great one.
We had to find something to stump you guys because I was going to do Lotus from what is that? From Renegade Games.
From Renegade,
Lotus.
Yeah. No, the Lost Expedition is a great one. It's one I've wanted to try because I've heard it's got a reputation for being really, really tough, man.
It's not easy.
It is brutal. And trying to get through the cards and your people just get killed off left, right, and center. It's a brutal game, but it's fun.
Tell Verla it's so cute. She'll love it.
Yeah. So, Starla, what do you like about Happy Pigs? I've never played it. I've seen it at conventions a lot. What do you like about it?
Okay. I fell in love with the pigs. They're so cute.
Yes.
We played it one time at one of our friends' homes, Kim, and I told Mick I had to have it. They're just so cute. They're square pigs. I mean, who couldn't love a square pig?
She loves the square pigs.
They're so cute.
Love them.
Yeah.
Love them.
And I had to have it. Look at that.
That is an absolute.
Look at it. He's so cute. And I fell in love and we had to have it, and Mick finally got it for me. And I love it. It's just so, and not that just cute. It's a farming game. You really, when Grant plays it, you can talk about seasons, and you've got
economic.
Yes,
it's
economic, and you've got feed pigs, and so I like that aspect of it too. But it's just cute. The little pigs are just too cute.
She loves it.
Well, Steve, kudos to you. He liked the 2-game variant of the ENVIE game. It made it tough to try to
It was hard. It was hard to do.
Uh-oh. Can y'all not hear me right
Well,
now?
I wanted to give you hints. I thought when I said think pink, you guys are gonna get it. You said, "Oh, pink pigs." Okay, yeah, pink pigs.
Can you guys hear me
So
right
they're gonna
now?
get it now. Think
Yeah,
pink because
yeah.
that's so
Hey,
cute.
Steve, I'm going to
I don't know if you can hear BJ. I think can you still hear me?
No,
we can hear you, Stephen.
we
We
hear
Okay,
got
you.
so I think BJ is going to jump out and jump back in, but I think we're getting a good review for this. When we have two
There he is,
guests
there he is.
on, try again, BJ. Can you
Yeah,
speak
I'm
up?
back. I think.
Can you hear him now?
We got you.
Okay, it's a
All
good
right.
way to do this from now on for a two guest game. We don't necessarily have to do just the Boudin Bowl. We can throw this one into the mix too and really keep the chat going.
That was
I
a lot
like
of
the
fun.
Boudin Bowl though. I like that. I like the Boudin Bowl.
Yeah,
In rotation.
Next time you guys come up, we'll get you guys to play the Boudin Bowl.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
All right, board gamers, that's it for another episode of Gumbo Live. How can they reach you, Mik and Starla, if they want to get in touch with you and learn everything about Our Family Plays Games?
Check us out on YouTube, Our Family Plays Games. Check us out on Instagram, Our Family Plays Games, and Facebook, Our Family Plays Games.
We out there. We out there. And Board Game Breakfast.
Oh, Board Game Breakfast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on the
check
Dice
us out.
Tower. Yeah.
Yes.
And also Favorite Game Friday.
Favorite Game Friday, that's right.
We're out there too. Yeah.
Make sure to like our Facebook page, facebook.com/BoardGameGumbo, because it helps us to get the word out about all our upcoming guests and shows. Hey, and if you don't mind, subscribe and hit that notification on the YouTube channels. Hey, by the way, congratulations. You guys are at 500, I heard?
Yes.
Yeah, we passed that
We
number.
passed that,
We're
yeah.
About
Wow.
540 something today.
That
so
is fantastic.
Bro.
We're not. So all of your friends, go ahead and subscribe to YouTube. You can see all of our shows, and also you can find out about our next upcoming guests, including next week, we've got Spencer Williams. You might remember him from Married with Board Games, he and Laura. He's coming back because he's got the Lighten Up initiative, and he's been putting out a lot of funny videos. He's trying to keep everybody's spirits up in this terrible, terrible time. So it's going to be a lot of fun to check with Spence. I haven't seen Spence in a few months, so it'll be nice to visit with them. All right, Fitches, I'm BJ from Board Game Gumbo. And until next time, Starla and Mik and Steve, laissez le bon temps rouler.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
See ya.